finally have them.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia!
That's crazy.
Come on, guys. Got something better to do?
So you think you can stop me and split my eyes?
We should get a drink sometime.
We're gonna have so much fun together.
Suicide Squad. Rated PG-13.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. We should get drinks together sometime. So, video a little bit different today, not seeing my face just because there's some technical issues going on in my apartment, but a whole bunch of Suicide Squad stuff happening, just basically telling you to shut up and take my money on Friday. So they're just selling advance tickets. The movie's out in August. Of course, they're going to bring a whole bunch of stuff to Comic-Con, but what they're talking about today, like the new stuff, I know I just posted a Suicide Squad video, but the really cool thing is that just like people got to go to the set of Justice League, people got invited to the set of Suicide Squad. So like DC is opening up the backlot for them to come check everything out. Margot Robbie was talking all about Harley Quinn, and it is absolutely fascinating what she said about Jared Leto on set. So she said going into the movie, she was like, I heard that he was a method actor and he's playing the Joker and he's like the craziest person ever. So she was wondering to herself, is she going to get beat up on set? Because she's not method. So if you don't know what method acting is, like you hear about certain actors being really intense on set, getting into character. Daniel Day-Lewis is probably the most famous one who's working today, where in order to find their character, an actor will basically live as that character, think as them, just try to construct this reality around them that supports that idea. So everybody on set has to call them by their character's name. When they're interacting with people outside of scenes, they also stay in character. So like, when cameras roll, actors get into character. You're playing a superhero, you're playing Superman, you're playing Batman. Ben Affleck will become Bruce Wayne, but when the director says cut, he'll become Ben Affleck again. Like his children could come say hello to him, like, hey dad, this is so cool that you're playing Batman. But were he a method actor and his kids came to visit him, they would be visiting Bruce Wayne. It's just a way for people to deliver a more authentic performance, but it's so intense, it's so hard on you psychologically that most actors choose not to do it, especially if you're working in TV and you shoot like 180 days a year. Most of the time when you hear about method actors, they're really movie actors because they tend to be on set, like they tend to actually be filming for shorter periods of time. So it's easier to construct this alternate persona and just completely be that person for that short period of time than it is for, say, someone on like the DC TV shows. Like someone asked Stephen Amell, like, are you method? He's like, no, absolutely not. There's no way I would be able to be a human being and still be a method actor. So if you've heard the stories about Jared Leto doing crazy things with the other actors on set, sending them really perverted stuff in the mail, just really like the nastiest stuff ever. The funniest reaction from his castmates, now like most of the people inside the Suicide Squad, like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, she's like, okay, I get it, I understand you need to do this. We need to sell this codependent, chaotic relationship between these two characters, so she's totally down for it. But one of the few people who just absolutely was not down for his shit, just was not having it at all, was Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. She was absolutely pissed. I mean, now, like Amanda Waller doesn't share a lot of scenes with the Joker, but the thing is that like he would actually mess with the other actors even when they weren't in scenes together. So you kind of have to imagine the actual Joker being on a movie set in real life. Like, what would the Joker be like if he were on a TV show or a movie? Which is funny, they actually did that on the animated series where like the Joker takes over the airwaves during a Christmas broadcast. But that was Mark Hamill's version of the Joker, and it was a little sweeter because it was a children's cartoon. But the way Margot Robbie talked about her relationship with the Joker, Harley Quinn's relationship with the Joker, is that like she also thrives on chaos in the way that he does, and that's part of what seduces her. Because when she's still Dr. Harleen Quinzel, treating him in Arkham, she's seduced to the dark side of the Force. Like he brings out that chaotic side of her. Like if you were to imagine within all of us, there's that chaotic person and the Joker just kind of pulls at that thread and she finds it very attractive. So that's what makes her fall in love with him. Then we get to see her transformation in flashbacks. He basically puts her through the same process that he went through, and that's how her skin goes white. Also a little bit of electroshock therapy in there, but they did confirm that those were flashbacks, so it's not going to be like a linear origin story for her character. The fun twist of the movie, I think, will be watching her bond with her new teammates when they find out they were picked because they were expendable. So the real story of the movie isn't so much about them chasing down Tattoo Man or like this other mystical threat in Midway City. It's really the story of how they come together, how some of their worst qualities become their best qualities that they all share together. And what's going to be happening when the Joker comes and tries to bring her back? Like, you should be with me, not with your friends. You have to imagine like a really toxic boyfriend who is so needy and codependent that he can't stand it that she has other friends that she likes just as much as him. So I'm thinking part of Harley Quinn's arc is just realizing that she doesn't necessarily need the Joker, even though she's probably still going to be obsessed with him. And don't forget, they might talk about this at Comic-Con. I'm not expecting too much news about it, but they are planning more Harley Quinn, like Gotham City Sirens type movie, like a female team-up spin-off movie with Harley Quinn in the lead. As for more direct sequels to this movie, I definitely think they're going to make more Suicide Squad movies. But what they'll probably do, and they do this in the comics all the time, is that they'll just rotate the members of the Suicide Squad. So they'll swap actors in, they'll swap actors out. It's a big cast, so don't be surprised if one of the Suicide Squad people gets killed off, leaving room for a new one to come in the next movie. But as for the presence of Batman, so we all know what Batman's doing in Suicide Squad. The funny thing is that David Ayer was asked, why did you choose Batman to be in the movie? That's like a pretty big pick. And his answer was like, well, it had nothing to do with like the DC extended movie universe. It was just because I really wanted Batman in the film, and Warner Brothers was like, okay, yeah, you can totally use Batman. So Ben Affleck had to sign on, it required some contractual stuff. But logically, when he was thinking about the movie and thinking about putting Batman in, the reason was because Batman. So it's just funny because, spoiler alert, everybody wants Batman to be in their DC Comics property, even if it's the TV shows. So Batman is awesome, and that is why he is in the movie. So just be thinking about that in the back of your mind. I'm not expecting them to announce anything specific anytime soon because they're still working on Justice League. That's like their main focus, getting that done now, getting Suicide Squad out, getting everyone hype up about that. So tickets are on sale on Friday, the movie isn't out till August, and then in about 2 weeks we'll have Comic-Con. So when we get a little closer, I'll do some more Suicide Squad, Justice League, Comic-Con stuff, so be sure to subscribe to get that. And congratulations to this week's giveaway winner, Triforce P. You win a $20 Amazon gift card. Just be sure to private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. That's just on the About page. So there'll be more DC, more Marvel this week, but tonight I'm going to do a Mr. Robot Season 2 video. There's a bunch of footage that's out. I'll talk about what happened during Season 1, and if you guys really want, I will do Season 2 videos, so just look out for that video later tonight. While you guys wait for me to post that, you can click up here on the top link for my last Suicide Squad video, and you can click down here on the bottom one for my Flash Season 3 video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Phantom high fives from behind the screen. I'll see you guys tonight.